Hey, what's going on, everyone? Rough game yesterday, man. I kind of went off on a tangent yesterday. If you haven't seen that video of me just going off on Ronnie Bao. However, there was some great things that happened yesterday. Two players that stood out, obviously, Jauan Jennings, Brock Purdy, and I loved Matt Hasselbeck today. Out there, pretty much calling Cowherd freaking all the bullshit he's been saying. I don't know if you guys saw the clip last Friday, all the stuff about Brock Purdy being, what did he say? Something about a trust fund kid? And then Matt Hasselbeck today just kind of went off on it. And I love it, man. I absolutely love it. But let's check out what Colin said, and then we'll go what Hasselbeck said.
No Christian McCaffrey, no Debo, and probably no George Kittle. Basically, Brock Purdy and the San Francisco weapons have gone from stacked to normal. They still have a great offensive head coach and the best left tackle in football and a dominant #1 receiver, Brandon Ayuk, #3 PFF receiver last year, and a good second receiver in Jennings. You should not need an abnormally stacked roster to be excellent. It's like the band who releases a really good studio album, and you're like, well, they're good in studio, but you want to make sure, like, what you see them live first. Queen, great studio album, better live at Wembley Stadium. I don't want to see Brock Purdy look like Milli Vanilli this weekend when the record skips and he's running off stage. Almost anybody can produce a good studio album. Let's go live in front of a few thousand people. Anybody can do a banger in the studio. Anybody, when you have Christian and Kyle and Trent and Kittle and Debo and Ayuk. It's a layup drill. I know you all think I'm anti this and anti that. I'm not anti Brock Purdy, but, you know, he does feel a little bit like a trust fund kid. You know, he basically gets all the gifts. I mean, it's like Magic Johnson got Kareem. Okay, but then Magic Johnson, that rookie year, Kareem gets hurt, he has to play center. Okay, that's fine. But most people don't inherit Kareem in his prime. And I'm just saying, I'm not saying that some trust fund kids aren't hard workers and wouldn't have done well without the trust fund. But it helps a lot, right?
Yeah, well, I love you, Colin, but I could not disagree with you more. Brock Purdy is an absolute baller. Like, the guy does not get enough credit. I really don't enjoy the criticisms of him that his team's so good around him, because turn on the tape. This guy is an absolute machine. I think he's lucky to have Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, no doubt about that. But Kyle Shanahan's fortunate to have him as well. This is a match made in heaven. I thought he was outstanding yesterday. You know, people will look at the 3 touchdowns. They should also look at the no interceptions. He protects the ball well. He delivers on double moves. He uses his legs when he needs to use his legs. He's very good at what I call KYP, know your personnel. It's not about who's not out there. It's about who is out there. And Jauan Jennings has been playing good football for a couple years now, and he leaned on him because he needed to, but it was outstanding, and it wasn't like he was going to his first read. He was, you know, there was a design play to go to somebody else. It's not there. He's cool and calm, and he gets to #2, and it's a touchdown. So I think he's a really good player that doesn't get enough credit.
That was beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. I love Hasselbeck. He just tells it like it is, man. The truth. Former quarterback, former Pro Bowler, went to the Super Bowl, solid quarterback all around. But I mean, he had to kind of put him in his place there. Like, dude, you're completely wrong on this whole situation about Brock Purdy. And he did it without the Avengers, man. He kind of made Jauan Jennings an Avenger, actually, with the way he played. And, you know, all those questions about him not being able to do it, he can only do it with all these stars around him. He had Jauan Jennings, and he has Brandon Ayuk, who, I don't know, what do you want to call him, man? He's like one of those Avengers that loses their superpowers. So, I mean, he had Jauan Jennings, man. I guess if you want to call Eric Solberg or whatever how his name is, you want to call him an Avenger, I guess there. But Brock Purdy, man, he's a stud. He is a stud, and he proved it against the Rams. And, I mean, he's done this his whole damn career. Even the preseason game, I said, oh, dude, he's going up. He has Debo Samuel, who's not the greatest route runner, but I was his, like, main target against the Raiders. And he looked awesome, man. He was out there balling. I'm like, dude, there's nothing to be concerned about with this dude. And you know, hopefully now that it puts a lot of these narratives to rest, and it just shows that this guy's a stud, man. We've been hearing all these complaints about Brock Purdy. I'm not sure if he still leads the NFL right now in passing yards. The guy threw 3 touchdowns, could have easily thrown for 300 yards, but we had 6 drops yesterday. And that performance right there, what he did against the Rams, that was one of the great quarterback performances in the past, 25 years. It really was. Looking at that performance, it kind of reminded me of Colin Kaepernick, the AFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons, where he was absolutely amazing. It reminded me of Jeff Garcia going up in a black hole in the Oakland Coliseum and winning on the road with T.O. That was a clutch-ass performance from him. Like, there's not a lot of clutch performance in the past 25 years from quarterbacks. That one was it, man. That was up there, and it unfortunately got ruined by so many darn drops, you know, out there. But I'm not gonna be negative this video. But it just shows you for the next 10, 15 years, we have ourselves a franchise quarterback. Like, that's something we could check off the list. Like, he is the guy. He is the guy going forward. Like, I know a lot of Niner fans still want to get rid of this kid. But no, man, he's the guy. He is the dude that this team, that this franchise had been waiting for. We've been waiting for a franchise quarterback, and he proved it. He really did prove it against the Rams. I know Rams don't have the greatest defense, but dude, this guy, he's awesome, man. He's a great quarterback. And there's nothing much else to say, man. Hasselbeck, 100% right on the money, man. Right on the money. Right on the money with this one, because he's been doing this since he got here. His rookie year. When you're doing this as a rookie, I mean, come on, man. Like, what else do you want from the guy? He's just getting better, too. He probably missed one pass where that pass to end at Brandon Ayuk, which, I mean, there's some trust issues probably there. Other than that pass, I mean, he could say it was a perfect game, man. It was like that Rage Gannon game when he was with the Raiders back in the day, when he went like 26 for 26. It was that good. It was that clutch, but obviously didn't get the win, and that hurts. That hurts. But Brock Purdy's someone we should not worry about, because he honestly, he has what it takes. He has what it takes to get us to the Super Bowl and win it. Obviously, we got to work on things like our defense and whatnot, but he is the guy, man. He's the guy. But that's what I got, man. Let me know what you guys think about this. I think Brock Purdy is going to continue to shut up a lot of these haters out there, because, you know, just because he's drafted the last pick of the draft, he looks like a normal kid out there. So people are going to hate, but that's what it is. That's what I got, man. Let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. Talk to you next time. Peace.